Hey guys, it's Donna with Resale Tips and Tales, and today I bring you 2019's fall seller updates for eBay. So I have to apologize. I've actually had these seller updates sitting on my eBay pile for about a month now. So I'm really sorry I did not get to these things, but it's been a little crazy. My daughter just started basketball, so we're kind of adjusting to that and practice schedules for all you sports moms. You probably understand. But I did not want to forget to do this for those that maybe did not get the updates. I thought I would just give you a brief overview of what eBay provided us for the fall seller updates. Now, I always suggest that you go back, check your emails, also check on eBay's website and make sure that you print these off yourself. It is a hefty packet here of different things and updates that are going on, and I can only share with you what I see here. I am not an expert, but I at least want to deliver the information. So let's go ahead and dive in so we can get this started. Okay, so there's 4 main categories that eBay broke this into. I'm going to show you real quick. You've got the marketplace updates, growth tools, inventory optimization, and seller protection and policy updates. They also provided a map timeline of when these items are going to be taking place, starting back in April, it looks like, all the way to February. So you can find that timeline online as well. It looks like it's under Seller Central, Seller Updates Timeline is what that one is under. And then, of course, this one's under the 2019 fall is what it says. All right, so let's talk about marketplace updates. So what we need to know, it says here, new managed payment features and more ways for buyers to pay. Easier ways to refund and new seller protections, preview of what's coming in managed payments, increase our business efficiency with multi-user account access. So let's start with the managed payment features. They're saying that they're going to offer more ways for buyers to pay. So eBay's been working on this for about a year now, where they've been slowly introducing managed payment to some sellers. I'll be honest with you, I have not opted into that yet. I feel secure with my PayPal payments right now. I love the way that I operate my business with PayPal. However, eBay is trying to ease into this, kind of similar to platforms like Amazon and Poshmark and places like that that offer for buyers not to have a PayPal account, because as everybody knows, they separated. So with this update, it says they've recently added Google Pay, PayPal, and PayPal Credit as forms of payment to managed payments, which already included credit cards, debit cards, gift cards, and Apple Pay. I will warn you, if you've decided to opt into managed payment, I have heard recently that you need to make sure you are watching carefully your accounting systems, making sure that eBay is giving you all of the money that you deserve. So please make sure you are diligent and you are not just trusting eBay completely, that you are checking your accounts and making sure that everything you're selling is coming to your bank account. So just a little tip. All right, the next thing they talk about here is new features to help run your business. It says seller-initiated refunds or full or partial amounts. Participating sellers can issue full or partial refunds to buyers directly from the Seller Hub or through our Issue Refund API. Also, easier order management. It says new user-friendly order numbers will now follow transactions through their entire life cycles, so you can efficiently track and manage your orders from order initiation or to payout. I operate a lot of things off my phone. So for those that have mass orders, I think that would be very helpful, that you can do that a little bit easier with your order management. Also, it says coming soon, more new managed payment features. In the coming weeks, we'll add the following new business management features, new finances API, and also issue multi-seller initiated refunds. Also simplified payments for shipping labels. So you will have the option to deduct USPS shipping label fees from your pending payout, which I think is really cool, because right now when you buy the shipping labels, they come straight out of your PayPal account. So I think this would actually just deduct how much eBay owes you, or how much you're actually going to be paying them in the fees. How to offer more payment options to buyers. All right. The rollout of managed payments to all eBay sellers is a multi-year journey and is currently available on a limited basis. So if you haven't been invited to do managed payment, then that means that it's not available to you right now. In time, managed payments will be part of how all sellers run their business on eBay. So if you want to stay on top of the managed payments, if you already do managed payments, I would love to hear your experience down in the comments. If you can share that with us, because again, I don't have experience with that yet to share with you. As I do, I will let you know. All right, the next section here says increase your business efficiency with multi-user account access. I think this would be really great if you are a large scale and maybe you contract out certain people to do your listings, to update your pictures, whatever services. What this section is basically going to do is you're going to give them the rights to certain parts of your account so that they can go in and actually make these updates. It says now you can grant permission to other users to access your account and perform specific functions on your behalf. So you can give them one little thing, or you can give them all things. You can designate what you want to give them. Multi-user account access can improve your business efficiency by providing additional support for basic listing functions without exposing your password and critical business information to designated users. Amazon has been doing this for years, so now finally eBay has kind of caught on to this. So this is perfect if you have other staff members or if you use third-party people to help you with your listings. Multi-user account access currently offers 2 selling permissions: create and edit drafts and publish and revise listings, and more permissions will be added in the future. Your account is safeguarded because your credentials and other private information are not shared with others. So I think this is a really good positive step towards the future. I'm not going to go into all of the details because it also breaks down how access works, how you get to it, and how to grant the different levels of access. So please go online and print that for yourself if you are interested in that. All right, so let's move on to growth. Growth tools. All right, send more offers to buyers and negotiate offers, create promoted listings on mobile devices, and access Terapeak, the eBay Insights tool in Seller Hub. So what you need to know, they are going to enable send offers to buyers that have added items to carts, negotiate offers to buyers with a new counter offer feature, access promoted listings from mobile device and My eBay, removal of duplicate promoted and non-promoted listings in search, increased visibility for promoted listings in search results, access Terapeak and eBay Insight tools in Seller Hub. So I think these are all great things. Sorry if you hear my daughter in the background. It sounds like she's serenading us. So some of these features I have already started to see take place, and I have also, I think they're very useful, the ones that I have been using. So send more offers to buyers and negotiate offers in Seller Hub. We're introducing new offers to buyers features that will help you reach more buyers and negotiate offers. I don't know about you guys, but I've been using the offers to buyer, and I think it's wonderful. I've had a lot of people accept, and it's really increased my sales lately. So if you haven't tried it, I would say go ahead and give it a try. Again, they're kind of mirroring what Poshmark has been doing since the beginning, is that you can actually offer the people that like your items an offer, which is, concept. So I'm glad they're doing this. Target buyers who add items to their carts but haven't completed their purchase. So that's kind of new. I'm not quite sure how they're going to designate that or if you'll even know that. I'm imagining that they'll just tell you that you can give them an offer. But if it's anything different, leave comments below if you've seen that or if you know whether or not that the buyer has it in their cart. I haven't seen where it has designated that. Maybe you don't even need to know that. But I think it's a cool feature. Negotiate your offers with buyers with a new counter offer feature. Currently, when you send an offer to a buyer, the buyer can only accept or reject your offer. Starting in early October 2019, we will add a counter offer option that will allow your buyer to negotiate an offer by exchanging up to 5 offers and counter offers for each negotiation. So I think this is great. Again, it's just kind of building on their concept of being able to offer on people that like your items. So I think that's cool. Promote your listings on a go. Promotions is kind of new for me. I was a little hesitant at first because I didn't want to fork over the fees again for promoted items. However, if your sales are slow, promoted items can really be beneficial to you. I like the fact that you can adjust the percentage of the sale and how much you're actually going to be promoting, so you have a little bit of control on how much you will spend in the end. So that's what I've kind of been tinkering with. But it says here that you can now conveniently access promoted listings on any device that uses iOS or Android operating systems. And like I said, I've already started doing that, and I have seen that been popping up a lot on my eBay app. So again, leave some comments below if you've used that feature or what your comments are on the promoted listings. And if you want more information, you can print it out. It'll show you exactly how to go through all of those steps. The next thing, removal of duplicated promoted and non-promoted listings in search. It says, started in September 2019, we will no longer show duplicated, promoted, and non-promoted listings on the same search result page. So basically what it says is if your listing is there, it's not going to show your listing as a promoted item either. Not sure about this one because I feel like I've been seeing that lately, that I've seen, not my listings particularly, but other people's when I'm looking for things. I'm still seeing them duplicated. So I'm not quite sure. It said starting in September. Not quite sure on that one, eBay. So maybe you are working on that. I know there was this big glitch thing going on, so maybe this got delayed. But keep your eye out on that. What is your experience with that? Increased visibility for promoted listings in search results. In our ongoing effort to optimize the visibility of promoted listing placements, we're shifting to a mix of promoted and non-promoted listings at the top of search results. Now, a mixture of promoted and non-promoted listings will be eligible to appear in the top search ranks. So ultimately, eBay wants your money. They want your fees. So they've been pushing the promoted listings. But I think they got a lot of backlash from the buyer or sellers that were not using the promoted listings. So I kind of see it both ways. If you're paying the money, you still want to have it be beneficial for your business. But they shouldn't really be shoving the sellers down to the bottom that aren't using promoted listings either. And the buyers should have a better experience. So maybe their items aren't being promoted. They still need to be able to find those items. So kind of have mixed feelings. And then the last part here says, now you can access TerraPeek, an eBay Insights tool in Seller Hub. I've never really personally used TerraPeek a lot. I usually just use completed sales to do my research, but I've heard TerraPeek is really useful. So if you have more experience with that than myself, please leave some comments below. Again, I'm just here to give the information to you guys, but I love when my viewers give me some feedback, and make sure you check the comments out because maybe you'll find some more information down there as well. But the handout here also shows you more details about the TerraPeek, and now it's quick and easy to access in your Seller Hub. All right, hang in there with me. These are some really cool updates. I just want to make sure you get all the information. All right, the next section is inventory optimization. All right, it says here, so category changes, expanded item specifics, guidance, new item specific listing requirements in certain categories, and vehicle package pricing update. I kind of hesitated whether I wanted to share this section with you guys because obviously this fall seller update is what has caused the glitch lately. If you're not aware of the glitch, please make sure that you see the video about the eBay glitch. I'll put the link here, and I'll also make sure I link it below because, as many of you know already, the item-specific listing requirements really screwed up a lot of people's listings. But I won't go into a lot of detail on that. Please watch the other video. I don't want to bore those that have already watched the other video. But what we need to know is that there are category changes, new item-specific recommendations and requirements, and simplified pricing options for cars and trucks. I'm not going to go into that one because I've never sold a car or a truck on eBay. Excuse me. All right, so category changes. What changes were effective on October 15th, 2019? The changes went into business and industry, cameras and photos, cell phones and accessories, clothing, shoes, and accessories. That's the one that affected the glitch. Computers, tablets, and networks, consumer electronics, home and garden, toys and hobbies, video games, and consoles. Changes effective January 28th, 2020. So make sure you keep an eye out for these. Home and garden, kids and teens at home, bath, yard, garden, and outdoor living, wholesale lots, home improvement, pet supplies, baby, and crafts. So if you want more information about the impacted categories, please check out this update. My suggestion for all of these is to make sure you check all of your listings, make sure they are in the right categories, make sure you've completed all of the item specifics that they have now changed to make sure that your listings don't get lost. Also says list your items in best fit categories, so they're also telling you the same thing to make sure that you're going through and checking all of those. I'm not going to talk about the item specifics again because that's basically it, but it gives you a step-by-step guide on how to do that and where to go for your listings. Also, I'm not going to go into this, but they also give you some different packages for simplified pricing options for cars and trucks, so make sure you look at that if you're doing that. All right, and then the last section is seller protections and policy updates. What you need to know. Additional protections, benefits for top-rated sellers. New return shipping label credit for false claims. Refund deduction for used and damaged returns. Simpler policies to help you run your business. Correct a policy issue and continue selling without penalty. Automatic updates of existing listings to reported return policies. Returns accepted for jewelry and watches. So I think there's also some good stuff in this section. There's been some controversy I've been hearing on some of them, but I think anything that eBay can do to improve their seller policies is a plus to me. So the first one here, additional seller protection benefits for top-rated sellers. It says we protect all sellers from abusive buying behavior and from events outside their control. So many times people talk about abusive buyers, but if you have a good selling history, eBay is trying to reward those sellers. Your track record matters on eBay and will support you when you deliver on your service promise and provide good buying experiences. This is where the customer service, I know that it's online, but I preach and preach and preach good customer service. So even if you're annoyed by a buyer or you think that they're trying to scam you, treat them as though they are real and treat them as though they are a good customer because it will benefit you. Top-rated sellers who reside in the U.S. and list on eBay also receive additional protection benefits when they offer 30-day or longer returns. They are eligible for a shipping label credit for false item not as described claims, and they can protect themselves by deducting up to 50% from refunds for decreased value on used or damaged returns. Heard a lot of mixed feelings on this. If somebody returns something damaged, people think that they should be able to take all the money back. So again, that's up for debate. Leave your comments below. What do you think? Whether the 50% is sufficient or not. But at least eBay is working towards helping us. The next section is return shipping label credit for faults, item not as described claims. If you are a top-rated seller and a buyer falsely claims an item was not as described, will protect you on eligible transactions. If a buyer falsely claims an item was not as described, we'll reimburse your return shipping label cost up to $6 per return. You'll receive the return shipping label credit on your monthly invoice. We'll also automatically remove any negative and neutral feedback, defects, and open cases in service metrics. So the scuttlebutt around this is that, as everyone knows, shipping sometimes is more than $6 for an item. However, at least eBay is willing to give us back the $6. So that's the way I'm looking at this positively, is that it's a step in the right direction. So hopefully you don't get scammed a lot, and maybe this only happens once in a while. I don't know. I've had pretty good luck with my buyers. Once in a while, I do get some issues, but I think it's pretty awesome that eBay's trying to give us some sort of return on the shipping label costs. So we'll see where that goes. Also, up to 50% refund deduction for decreased value on used or damaged returns. We talked about that. It says that we are simplifying our policies to help you avoid potential disruptions in your business. If you have a policy issue, we'll help you to fix it to avoid any disruption in your business. So basically in the past, if they had found that you had a policy violations, I've heard horror stories where people have had their stores shut down all of a sudden. They don't know what's going on. Their listing disappears. Everything's gone. So from what I'm gathering from this is that eBay is going to help us in terms of telling us what the policy violation is, giving us a chance to fix it before they completely shut our business down and close us and shut us down. Which is awesome, especially if you're using this business as your livelihood. Thankfully, I just use it as my part-time gig, and I kind of use it to help supplement our income. But for those that use this as full-time, this is a big deal. It sounds as though that they will let you keep your listing, but you have to make the tweaks or changes or whatever it may be. They may just shut down the one listing that's affecting the policy change. When we enforce policy, we'll help you correct an issue and continue selling. We're also changing how we take action to enforce our policies and correct the issue while you continue to sell. Under our current method of policy enforcement, your listings could be ended or your account suspended. However, starting October 1st, 2019, we'll introduce a new enforcement measure called Hide All Listings that will temporarily hide all of your listings in buyers' eBay search results and browsing while you correct the policy issues, rather than end all of your listings or suspend your account. By hiding your listings, any watchers, bidders, or buyers will be able to continue to do business with you. After you correct the issue, all of your listings will be visible in search and browsing again, and you won't lose any of your items' sales history. So that's pretty awesome. We anticipate Hide All Listings will only apply to a small percentage of eBay sellers. So I haven't had to experience that, but I'm sure eventually it might happen to me. And then lastly, update your return policies to give buyers a retail standard returns experience. In 2018, we announced that we will streamline our returns policy options to deliver a retail standard returns experience to buyers and help increase conversions for sellers. They're talking about the 30 days is what they're encouraging. We encourage you to update your listings to your preferred returns policy option now before we automatically update them for you. So basically do it or get out. Starting in February 2020, we will automatically update any listing, including good to cancel listings that offer a return policy that does not align with one of the 5 options, updated return policy options in the table below. In addition, when you list new or revised listings, you will only be able to select one of the updated policies. I'm okay with this. To be honest with you, the percentage of returns for myself, as long as your descriptions are great, your pictures are great, you're not lying to your buyers, typically you don't get a lot of returns. At least I don't. So it says here that the updated return policies will be no returns, final sale, 30-day returns, free 30-day returns, 60-day returns, and free 60-day returns. So not a lot of changes if you've already been doing that. I offer 30-day returns. I tried the free 30-day returns. Some items I still have free if it's first class shipping, but I had a little bit of problems with that. I felt like people were using my store to try things on and ship them back for free. So you have to decide what's best for your business ultimately. It is your choice, and you have to decide what your profit margins are and how much you think it might affect you. So anyway, I think there's a lot of good updates. If you have not read it for yourself, I suggest that you print it, read it, or read it on your device, and familiarize yourself with the updates. If you're treating this like a real business, you need to make sure you stay on top of all of the seller updates. All right, so I think that's enough for today. Sorry I'm kind of long-winded, but I thought all of these were really important to share with you guys. Please make sure that you leave your comments below on any of these topics. Like I said, I love to listen to my viewers. I love to hear your advice, your experience, and so do the other viewers. So please don't hesitate and leave some comments below. Also, make sure that you like the video and make sure you subscribe to the channel by clicking the little button below so you can be reminded of all the new videos that might be coming out. All right, guys, until next time, happy thrifting.